I nap.
My patience with the material plane grows weak. Would you care to explain to me how it is that my daughter has seemingly vanished?
Your daughter.
Forgive me. Should I rather say she has chosen me to be her father?
Your vagueness will get you nowhere. Be clear.
Andraste was someone I was to look after, and I told her to be very careful of this place. She did not heed my advice very well, nor did I wish to impede her growth. Clearly, a parental's hand needs guidance for others.
I see. She is dead.
I'm well aware.
Then you come asking questions that you already have the answer to. You ask where she is.
I want to know who.
An abyssal. One of the Fate Eaters.
So it is Jester that I need to speak with then?
Why just her?
He's the one who got her involved with fate in the first place.
I suppose so. However, she continued to associate with him willingly.
Cannot be everywhere at once.
Then I see you and I both share the same problems.
Tell me, how did the Fate Eater kill her? Consume her thread?
No. His minions, I suppose. Several of us were attacked. We did our best to keep each other safe. But there were casualties.
Clearly.
Is there any other information you would like?
Only to impart to you with some. In the coming days, there will be similar creatures, such as that. To test you.
Test me? For what purpose?
You and the hunter.
I see.
For now, get a good look at it. I'll be depositing it near the village.
What?
Pray it doesn't consume everything.
I must teach you better. Do not worry, Luna. Hello, Mira.
Hi. Who was that I just saw coming from the stairs?
That is Vale.
Vale. Huh. He's a strange person, especially with the giant monster he had.
That is not a person.
Yeah. Wait, not a person? Then what was he?
A lowlife. Someone who is tanking their anger out on others.
That kind of person, okay. I dealt with those guys. This is a couple of times before I even joined this place. Is it only you here today, or?
The others are either out dealing with their own business or resting.
Right. I heard what happened a couple of days ago.
I am sure, yes.
Mm.
You are well, at least.
Not at full. It's kind of 50-50 with me.
I see. Do you require assistance?
No, I'm fine. I got over what happened a few days ago with me. Oh, it still saddens me.
I see. Well then. If you require any assistance, please let me know. I will be here, amongst other places. You may contact me
Right.
if you wish.
Of course. See Luna's also with you?
She is always with me, at least for now.
Mm.
Mira, may I ask you something?
Sure. Go ahead. All ears.
You understand the danger that you are putting yourself in by working with us, yes?
Yes, of course.
You understand that the forces we try to counteract are dangerous. They can lead to death.
I think I would have gotten a taste of that during the Lunar City event. The whole fire monsters and all that.
I see.
I
And you
do
understand
the risks.
Yes, the risks.
I have been through a lot of risks myself before, joining Aegis and all that.
I see. You understand what it is that we try to do, correct?
Yes.
Then I suppose I have done what I intended to.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've been thinking on my own as well.
May I ask what about?
Just a few days ago, I had witnessed a person who was innocent and didn't know what he was getting into and all that. Just killed on the spot by some old enemy of mine.
I see. This was a random civilian, no one that was related to the problem at hand.
Yes.
They were completely disconnected from the conflict.
Yeah. So they were part of a group or a family that I had a long time
They were someone
feud
you
with.
knew.
No, not really. I don't know if you know a lot about mafias and all that.
Yes,
Or,
I am quite familiar with them.
Yeah. Well, I do have a person who is in one of the. I probably bet you already know who the Leonhards are and all that.
Yes, I am quite familiar with them. You have a friend of yours that is within their ranks?
Yes, and they're also one of my girlfriend, you could say.
I see.
And
this individual killed someone who was not related to the conflict between the two of you.
No, none of that. I used to work for his family a long time ago before he even joined Leonhard. There was another family who was against his family called the Swashers. During a meetup with a few people, and two individuals came in. One who had amnesia, and as part of that family, but he didn't even know. So he was, even though in the end I did, me and one of my comrades, we freed him from, even forgetting. We made sure that he forgot about who that enemy family was. At the end, the leader of that family just up and killed him. No care in the world.
I see. And you feel remorse for their actions?
No. But
You believe they are not in the wrong for this?
the teenager who got killed, no. But the person who killed him, yes. I rather wish I could save him.
I see. Then perhaps your moral sensibilities are where they need to be, at least for the present moment.
Yes. But eventually we will find the person, take down that family, and I would probably take them into a local police, maybe.
I see.
For the grinds, because I speak for
Civilians
agents
like
and all
that, I will let you know that you may bring them here, if need be.
Oh,
At least, for now.
okay.
This place is meant to be safe, and I attempt to do my best to keep it as such. For people such as that teenager you mentioned. That individual likely had a long life ahead of them. It is
He was gonna
disturbing
we were
that
gonna
someone
make sure,
would.
We were gonna make sure that he start fresh. Didn't even remember who the swashers were, and put him on a path of good.
Redemption.
Yes.
I see.
You-
Then you are morally aligned.
Hmm.
When possible, we should be attempting to correct ill behavior.
Yeah.
However, we put ourselves at risk by trying to do so.
There's
This
also the
you
risk
seem to understand, and for that I am thankful.
of course. I've been in my fair share of problems and situations that were life-threatening in a way. But I knew the risks were gonna happen eventually, and I had to take it. But I came out, even though I knew
Thank you.
eventually one day, that risk will just take a life. And
Taking lives should be a last resort.
of course.
Only when it is necessary. As long as you do this, you will be welcomed here.
Unless they have no remorse and show no feeling of stopping whatever evil, revenge, whatever, that situation may come to life. We had to put them down.
I see. Well, in any case, thank you for speaking with me on this matter.
No problem.
Just
No problem. I gotta get to know a lot of people here, so might as well start with the leader.
Of course. In the meantime, I have 2 guests that I need to see to. Thank you.
Of course. I'll be in the main hall.
Jester?
Hybris.
I see you received the summons.
Yes.
Very good. We saw something. And before attempting to return to Nihilm, I thought it would be wise to speak with you. Hello,
Very
Mr.
well.
Sanders. If you would not mind, I would like to take care of this guest first, Mr. Jester.
I will wait below.
Thank you. Luna.
It's a pleasure to finally talk to you face to face, Hybris.
Yes, a pleasure as well. You said that you wanted to speak with me on something private. Something you had information on.
There are a couple of things that I wish to discuss with you, specifically pertaining to the threat, well, our mutual threat, as well as some whispers I've been hearing.
Whispers. What kind of whispers, might I ask?
Whispers referring to Aegis as a whole. Things I've been hearing from the public and co-workers, admittedly.
I see. Please continue.
To put it bluntly, the last few operations that Aegis has had, specifically against Purge threats, has been noticed. And people have begun to lose faith in the organization.
I see.
I've heard people comment about the tactics used, the lack of discipline or morale on the field, how disorganized people seem to be. Personally, I can't say anything, as the only thing I have to go off of is Lilac recordings, but these are just things I've heard.
I see.
Then there's, well, Purge itself. I've spent the past 4 days And I've been running off 3 hours of sleep a day. Searching, looking around, reconning the planet, going through all the data you have sent me personally and what little Sachi has given me to work with. And I am coming up with nothing. They're a ghost. They don't exist. With how they operate and how they move around, you'd think, looking through all the data, looking through all the targets they've hit, there'd be some correlation.
There are data
What?
points that I have established, but they are still scattered. I am not able to predict when or where they will strike. These things take a large amount of data,
They do.
but there are patterns. Especially after Neko was attacked. Patterns I wish I had been able to identify sooner. But again, with a lack of information, there is nothing that I can do about these things.
Specifically, there's one thing I do want to have the details on, if you do not mind. I understand it was not Aegis's finest moment, but something that has been nagging at me, specifically about the industrial town raid.
I
Now,
see.
there is a railroad system that goes underground towards the northeast of the town for many kilometers. There's no signs of movement down there. Nothing. But one would think that would be the way they used to get into the city.
I see. Well,
Do we know if Purge has any sort of spacefaring interstellar technology at all?
yes, actually. Before the attack was detected, an unknown vessel was detected above the area. I am unable to track it at this time.
So we got
However, it
stealth
is
tech of some
clear
sort.
evidence that they are using spacefaring technology.
This would lead into my next question. How long ago was the mining facility raid? An Aegis response.
Certainly more than 2 months.
And has there been no attempt to go and retake the facility at all? Either from Purple Lotus or from Aegis?
I have observed the station. Unfortunately, given the large number of corrupted there, Aegis is unable to make any sort of attempts at reclaiming the facilities there. The Federation is aware of it.
Is this due to a lack of manpower, or is it due to lack of discipline, as per mentioned? Well,
Manpower.
suggested earlier. From what I understand, Aegis does have quite a list of supernatural talent. Magical users, tech users, people who are incredibly skilled in their fields.
That is an overstatement at times, but yes.
Everybody has their ability in their niche that they fill in. That's what I'm getting at here.
Yes.
Now, these corrupted, from what I saw in the combat footage, they're slow. They're not accurate. They can hit a broadside of a barn past 50 meters.
Yes. But even some trees do not survive a flood.
That's fair.
Even
Have
through
you
my
thought
best
about-
attempts to equip my own agents, there is only so much that we can do.
What about fire support? What do you have in terms of that? Any gunships or anything that could secure a foothold at least? A safe zone people could fall back to if needed, with fire support on standby to keep it clear.
We have a few dropships on the way. However, they are still not going to be a match for extreme firepower.
If they stay out far enough, and they're mobile, corrupted shouldn't be able to hit them too well, if at all. And they move like zombies.
In any case, the capital required to do something like this is immense. And while I do have a sizable amount of resources at my disposal, I cannot create an army. That is not what
Absolutely,
Aegis
you have
was
to work
ever
with what
meant
you
to
got.
be. This
People down there aren't asking
suggestion.
Aegis to be a military. They aren't asking Aegis to be an army. But some military training would be beneficial.
Yes, and
would
they are
implement
undergoing
discipline.
such training.
Ed, I don't want to see Aegis fall.
I would hope not.
Nobody does. This purge threat is stressing everybody out. Way more than I honestly thought at first.
Yes, well, in regards to Purge, it is my personal belief that a show of force, such as what the Purple Lotus would like to present, is not the way.
I don't think so either.
Yes,
Every
well,
time there's been a show of
unfortunately,
force, they've adapted.
that seems to be your only solution. Dropships? I suppose you would have me mount orbital drop cannons onto my home.
Electronic warfare.
That is what I have
Disrupt
already been
their
trying
sensor
to do.
net. If you can disrupt their sensor net and get teams placed in strategic locations for strategic surgical strikes, you don't have to kill all the corrupted there, you just have to blow the facility. You don't even have to engage any of the infected or corrupted or whatever they're called. If you get a small enough team that can work well enough together, they can get through that entire situation with the right amount of stealth tech.
Yes, well, unfortunately, the Purge is already quite aware of the available stealth technology, given that Sachi supplied them with ample data. As
What
did
exactly
Nika.
do they have information on?
His own technology. State-of-the-art equipment. It was an accident, I am sure.
Thermoptics and all that?
Yes. They are machines, remember this. Your naked eyes. That is not what they possess. These are machines created with the sole purpose of
Destruction.
genocide. Not even destruction. You notice that they make no attempts to destroy the locations that they invade. blowing the facility. That is foolish. It helps no one.
And it denies the enemy resources. Resources they've been using. Obviously.
Again, an extreme show of
It's
force
grim.
is not what I believe we require.
I'm not saying fly in there with the entire Federation's flagship fleet behind you. If you can even manage that.
No. No, I
And
cannot.
surgical.
And that is what we attempt to do. However, if a single purge unit manages to escape, then what? They continue their warpath.
They'll be delayed.
Yes, delayed.
Even if a single unit gets stuck out in space, just floating out there, that's still bought time.
I understand this. But again, resources are limited.
Of course.
We have already adjusted our own tactics. Perhaps it is not us that needs to change immediately.
I'm not saying Lotus is perfect. Not at all.
Yes.
I've been operating by myself for a while.
Yes.
I may be new to this entire fight against Purge, but I do have a lot of experience when it comes to these sort of ops.
I
I'm
see.
willing to help.
Well then. We will continue to work together.
If you have anything, an inkling of something, and you can't get people sent there, send me a message. I'll make it there as quickly as I can to recon the area.
I see. We have responded to every major threat that we have found. If that is all, I have another guest
that's
waiting to
pretty
speak
much
with
it.
me.
Of course, I'd like to discuss a bit more and more privacy about future joint operations and seeing if we can approach a common ground. So faith between
We already
people
have
with
common
Lotus
ground.
and Aegis.
Aegis has already made multiple steps.
But again, you're the guest.
Yes.
I'll tell them you're free.
Take care.
I'll be on station for a little bit, so you as well.
Take your time.
Smooth, Drake.
Very smooth. Come, Luna. Mira? Have you seen Jester?
You mean the guy with the half mask?
Yes, that is Jester.
I did see him enter here, but it doesn't seem he's around. Haven't checked the lab though.
One moment. Mr. Jester, if you would like to approach, you may. My trees are not quite as special as yours, but they are still important. And, well, I believe they can be judged as being rather beautiful in their own right.
I never did ask you. Did you build the cathedral? Or did you adopt it?
I built it. Well, I made arrangements to have it built. It is a product of my own mind, if you will. A strange concept, perhaps, but
I see. You adopt architecture, beauty, but science as well.
a balance, I think, can be struck between the two. Functionality and a sort of elegance within design.
Indeed.
Well then. I assume you had not heard yet of what happened the other night?
I know of the losses.
I see.
The star has burnt out.
Yes. I am watching over her for now. At least
And
what
she is not yet gone.
It is my hope. This has happened before. I simply hope that she will return more whole than the last time.
And Andraste withered.
Yes. A card was left by her. A string still attached. I assume this is back to you?
Yes.
I see. Shall I hold on to this for now?
Please.
Of course. In the meantime, after we retrieved that tome, our friend Iln decided to reappear. We had done exactly as he wanted. The bishop is dead, or at least I believe so.
And what of Ilm?
That is a more complicated situation. I was able to undo the final seal on that tome. I am not entirely sure how it happened, but I believe we traveled inside. It was rather unusual. But we reached the core of some terminus.
Let us go.
Yes. I am unsure of whether or not the place still exists. Iln decided to touch it. It seemed to grow unstable at his touch. We had to leave. We were falling apart. Destabilizing, physically. Whatever is there is powerful, I believe.
I have theories. I will need to see it,
I see,
if it is still there.
of course. Mira, if you would keep an eye on things here. Hello, Blossom. You would come? Rather interesting read.
Yes, these are words of power. I know that for a fact. I cannot read them, however. Hybris, you can make out certain words. Inevitability. Fate. Rewoven. Numinous. Nihilm. Those are all the words you can make out.
I see.
Can you make out any?
A handful of words. Unfortunately, my understanding of the language is only fundamental. Gained from Fate Weavers themselves. Speaking of which...
You were correct then. Those is here.
Yes. I also observed a number of oddities last we were here. There were some that were changing colors rapidly. Like a rainbow.
They change. Confused, perhaps. In flux.
Perhaps.
Nothing happens. It seems the entryway is closed. Whatever happened? The door's shut.
I see. The damage that was done.
No.
Is there any way for us to determine what it was? Or how severe it is?
Has anything changed?
Things have changed rapidly here. However, this location at least seems to be stable.
Yeah. It must have taken you into there. Past the wall.
I believe this may be the only way through, at least at the time being.
What did the Fate Eater do?
I believe
You said he
was,
touched it.
Yes. Perhaps consuming what was there.
Bishop falls. And Ilm rises. Or, with our luck, he was consumed, overpowered by the very essence of it. Ate too much, so to say.
That would be quite
No
fortunate.
way of telling. Ilm is many things. It's better off without him.
I would agree.
Thank you for telling me.
Of course.
The moment they both perished, I knew.
I see.
But that is their fate, is it not?
I'm unsure of where
The real
Nana's
question
heart
is, she did not have it on her.
I did not find it. The stone was recovered by Crass.
He would have seen it.
One would
I will
hope,
have to ask him.
if not, another trip to the solarium may be in order. Bishop wanted those cards. I have a feeling it is unwise to let him have them.
He wanted your fates.
Yes.
Gluttonous
I believe
bastard.
he also wanted that seed. He seemed rather upset that he could not have it.
Good. Well done. All of you.
Given the cost, I do not believe it was a job well done.
A necessary sacrifice, Hybris. An inevitability. The real question is, are their fates sealed? Or do they still have a role?
Unfortunately, I do not know whether or not that is the case.
Indeed. And that is the fun. That is the game. There is no point to all of this, if not to have fun, Hybris. Wouldn't you say this is an interesting, very interesting?
Yes, it is. But is it worth losing those that I care about?
That is up to you. I will stay home for a time. Find a way in, perhaps. Find a way to fix whatever Ilm did to it.
Would it
And we shall continue.
speed up the process if I provided what translations I can?
Yes.
I see. I have had my drones here, keeping an eye on things. When you come to visit again, I will see to it that one of them provides you with the data necessary.
Good. This was Blossom, correct?
Yes, that is what Nano decided to name it.
Hold him close, Hybris. Hold her or him.
You are speaking with
They are
Nano.
key.
Gender does not matter. We will keep them safe.
And hold this one close as well. Luna.
Yes.
Curious. We both have work to do.
That we do. I will provide you with those translations as soon as I can.
Take care. The both of you.
We will. Thank you. Luna, if you would. We will be leaving Blossom. Take care. Luna, do you have queries?
Quite a few. Why did Vale bring that monster, I would assume, into our home?
Because he has no respect for the sanctity of this place.
Oh, so I get called to something, so
That is fine. I had to leave momentarily.
the turkey's floating.
It does
I
that.
have-
We are in space.
I have another question.
Yes, Luna.
How is Nano
So,
operational?
how was your trip?
She
Wherever
is
you.
non-operational. Fine. I learned some information.
Oh, that's good.
I am glad you agree. Learning is fundamental.
How about Ion?
Ion is also non-operational. The both of them
Heard
will
he-
hopefully be operational soon. But it will take them time.
I was meaning to ask, how are the ones that are resting, like Ion?
Ion is emotionally distraught at the moment, given the recent events. Nano is still dormant. But I have observed that not only is she generating a large amount of heat, she is also absorbing mana from her surroundings.
Oh. So, she's this little stone that apparently is keeping her alive. But she needs to regenerate her power over mana to get back to her normal self.
I believe so, yes. I have not had an opportunity to observe this myself. Not before. I am simply hoping that this time she returns more whole than the last time this occurred.
Oh.
Yes.
That's good to know. I do hope Ion gets better.
As do I. Luna, do you have other queries?
Currently, at the moment, I do not.
Very good. Wow. Is there anything else I can help you with, Mira?
Not at the moment. I'm just coming to see if everybody's doing okay after today's events, and it's mostly it.
I see. Well, your concern is appreciated. Thank you.
Of course, always gotta look out for friends and teammates alike. For our family.
Of course.
And
I am glad you recognize this.
Is that sick?
Yes.
Well, where I'm from, it's kind of free. The way my people work, we have a matter energy conversion system.
Okay.
It's advanced stuff from what I can remember, at least.
Yeah, look, that just brings up further questions. Where are you from? You've... Jesus Christ, you're tall.
Oh. Yeah, we've went over
You're
that.
seriously 5'11". Yeah, I know. You're seriously 5'11".
Yeah, trust me, it's an optical illusion. I'm actually, like, this tall.
Wait, are you, like, just standing on stilts then? Wait, hold on, what's the purpose then? Is it, like, strapped to your feet on the inside? I mean...
No, it's no stilts. It's just an optical illusion. I'm actually this tall.
Please tell me it's this hand, not that one.
It's this one.
Oh, then it's just like boot... Jesus Christ, you're still tall!
Or perhaps you were merely short.
Oh, fucking...
My apologies, Sig, if I frighten you. But believe me, I can be significantly more frightening if needed.
Please no.
Is
Trust me.
he gonna be alright? That's the second time he said a jump scare with that.
Dude, this is the second time. This is the second... He just screams out of nowhere.
Scream? I asked if you were okay, because you were snoring right there.
I was reading, my eyes were open, and the book was open, pages being flipped.
Cap said his PDA. Recording of snoring noises come through his helmet.
I was not sleeping. This is fraud. This is you fabricated this. Wait, but why? But what purpose?
How can I fabricate that? You snored. Audio recording.
There are plenty of ways to fake snoring.
I'm just confused.
Faking audio signals is child's play.
I just heard snoring, that's what I heard. But that's not what's important right now.
I have a room here, right? Why would I sleep in the corner?
Why are you in the corner in the first place? Looked like you were hiding from the others.
I am the one asking questions. And I do not have a good answer for that. Yeah, I really don't. It was comfy. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say here. Or what you hope to gain by the answer.
The answer. That's what I hope to gain. Is he normally like this?
Insulting me? What do you mean?
No.
I would say
How
no.
is that insulting?
I was saying no, indeed.
How is that insulting?
Also, I'm not insulting you.
The answer is no.
Okay, thank you.
You received my message concerning the equipment you were requesting?
Yes.
Yes.
And it brings up a handful of follow-up questions. First of all, what the hell happened to it? 2, do we have any sort of ETA on the repairs? Or anything I could do to help speed it along?
After performing a diagnostics on the machine itself, it will likely take a month to repair. However, if someone were to visit the facilities that produced the parts, they may be willing to push forward the deadlines that I provided them with.
And who has made these parts? I
Multiple
kinda get what you're
companies.
insinuating here.
I designed most of them
Of course.
myself.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't mind giving me the information, I know it might be a little sensitive. I'd be happy to go visit, but I mean, what would I even say? Who would I talk to?
It would
Actually,
depend
no, they'll
on
probably
which
tell
company
where
you
I'm
went
from,
to.
'cause, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'd be, like I said, I'd be happy to help. if you could just send me the information whenever it becomes available, I've been doing Jack since, well, a while now.
I believed it would actually be within your skill set to speak with the individuals. They simply need to be informed of the urgency. To them, I am nothing more than a machine.
Yes.
Perhaps you would be interested in assisting, Sig?
Sure. I'm down to help.
Very well.
I have no objections. Though I'll admit I haven't seen you in a while. Good fight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
but...
no, you have that really cool, the sword thing, right?
Oh. I
Yeah, we don't need to take it. Okay, yeah.
Yes, I know. Just quickly showing it. Don't worry. So it was recently broken, so. But Ethereal helped fix it.
Well, I'd be happy to have you along. Any help any help that might be necessary is, well, happy help to me. I heard we were selecting.
Yes, of course.
Getting rooms swapped around. Miss Hybris? Is there a deadline to choosing this room, or like I just kind of eeny miny mo and slap a name on it?
The rooms have already been assigned. You are welcome to keep the room that you were given. The only
please.
rooms that will
Thank
need
you.
reassigning at this point is Andraste's. But I will be leaving that alone.
Why she wanted to change it face? I mean, I can understand some of the room designs are a little bit
I believe
boring,
he is
I guess,
unaware.
but I mean, you can always
Sig.
decorate, right? That's me.
You did not receive the messages that I sent to everyone.
I have been moderately not checking my phone, if we're being honest. I needed a little time. Probably should have notified you. No, really, hindsight's 20/20 though. I have not received the messages. No, why? Are the rooms getting remodeled or something? Or did she leave Aegis? Which makes sense. Or was she?
In her manner of speaking, yes.
Oh,
Andraste is dead.
all the good agents leaving. What?
She is
I
dead.
get I'm one for jokes, but
Sig, this is
screw
not
it,
a joke.
isn't funny.
We lost someone.
Fuck, what? When?
2 days ago. After complications, after dealing with a abyssal threat, I was overseeing her recovery, providing medical support.
What happened?
We were
Where
attacked.
were her supports? You can't be the. Yeah, I get that. That tends to happen on these missions. What happened? How did we get caught off guard?
We were not caught off guard. There were simply too many.
What,
She had been
what
corrupted.
was our backup plan? You have an answer, right?
By all
what was the backup
rights,
plan?
She should have
Where was
survived.
the escape route? I mean, by all rights, she's dead. Clearly it wasn't. What happened?
As I said, complications from her injuries. Or at least so I believe.
So what, she bodily damage and all of us weren't able to do anything? Given the shit that we've been through and the shit that we've walked away from fine? Fucking injuries from Purge and we're just soaring and now this?
I am not
hit
entirely
her?
sure of the complete situation. There was corruption. I
You're
did my
Hybris,
best
just...
to
You're
remove
not
the
sure.
corruption.
You know fucking everything. You can scan. Just do.
I did. And by my
Say.
evaluations, she should have survived. She was making a recovery.
So what? She just turned around and was like, "Well, never mind, I guess." She was making a recovery. We were monitoring her, I'm assuming, as we should have been. What changed? What factor fucking changed? A complications by her injury. I get that part. Yes, thank you. But you're telling me we're not well equipped enough to deal with anything? I understand there's limitations to everything, but given we've been fighting this for so long, was this a purge? Or just something else? Jester's thing?
This was to deal with Jester, yes. We were recovering a stolen tome. The one from Nihilm. You recall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ciphering things for it.
Wilhelm?
It's a long story, I guess.
It is a long story.
Mm.
One that I would like to not have to go completely through.
That's understandable, so won't go any further with that one.
Perhaps Jester is right. It is his hypothesis that it was simply her fate. But fate is not something I can quantify, nor explain for you.
It just happens.
Jesus Christ. How long ago was this?
2 days.
She said 2 days.
Fuck. God damn it, if I... Oh my... Fuck.
I know.
We could have...
You wish you were there. The shit happens.
Should have been there. It's just... sitting idly by. They were in a fucking hissy fit, basically. And simply because of it, she's dead.
Just let it all out.
How many times is this gonna happen before we fucking figure it out? How many times have we almost let Jester get us all killed now? I love him to death, but... I mean... we gotta put some fucking preparation into this. Are you sure? You're certain? You're certain it was fate? Nothing we could have done? Just fuck it? The number
Again,
was
this is
there?
not something I can quantify, Sig. Understand that I did everything within my power.
No, I know. Good to see her again, Hybris. So he talked was one of the Chester outings. Or did...
We are helping the Jester because we are hoping to stop a greater threat before it occurs.
Sorry. I know being there probably wouldn't have changed anything. And sorry I was gone.
We all were hurt. Kras was physically well enough, but mentally he is damaged. Something is set off within inside him. Something I do not believe he has shared with us. Sachi keeps using powers that he should not. Things that will corrupt him further. Andraste. Wow.
Jeez. I get.
Nano. She was killed, so as to speak. I believe she may make a
too.
Nano is a different
she's not-
case. Nano is a phoenix. She has revived before. I have simply not seen it myself before. I have observed that there is a great deal of energy stored within the stone, her core. This stone, it gives off an incredible amount of heat, as well as pools on mana from its nearby surroundings.
Hoping to keep it safe. Ace covering. Guess we'll get
Yes.
her back.
Hopefully. Again,
Phoenix.
things are not certain.
From continue. Sorry.
As I said, things are not certain.
It's terrible about them, but I suppose all we can do is move on. Ourselves for the next, right?
Mm-hmm.
There at least going to be some sort of proceedings. Or something
Yes.
to the effect of that for Andraste.
Yes, there will
When?
be. We are still making arrangements.
Um, I don't feel. I feel like I. Yes, I'm sad as lost, and I never really met this Austrasis.
Andraste?
Straussen? Astraste, thank you. I don't think I met her, but to know that she was part of Aegis and losing her as anybody who actually knew her, I'm sorry that you had to go through
Anthuriel
losing
is
her.
here.
And we lost many already. We're gonna
See.
lose more in the future, right? But the rest of us don't better ourselves about the process. Well, are we?
We are
Back into
Aegis.
the- Exactly. And as
Yeah.
such, that mission you spoke of, the companies, you could relay that information to us, we'd be, well, happy, I suppose.
One
to
moment.
Again, go on.
Hello, Ethereal.
Hey.
It is done.
Thank you. When do you think that we should, well, go out, I suppose? I don't know about you, but I don't exactly have any plans at all.
I have no plans
Means
either.
I'm not gonna go out partying. It's going.
At this hour, it would be unwise to make a trip to them on such short notice. However, in the coming days, I would suggest you do so at your leisure.
Alright.
Hey.
Stay in touch, obviously.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready to go get these parts for this machine, then just
It's
hit me up.
more so requesting a expedite on this, is it not?
Yes. Again,
So they'll just
most of
automatic?
these people view me as nothing more than a machine. They do not understand the purpose behind most of my requests.
Of course.
Reason for everything. We'll get it through their head. Count on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Unfortunately, respect is something that I must fight for. Frequently.
Shouldn't be that way, but
I mean,
it's a work in progress of your kind, I suppose. Again, I wasn't quite sure of the state of AI and all that and the relations with people, but is it really that common for prejudice to be put against you?
Do synthetic life forms not share the same rights?
No,
I'm
not usually.
aware.
There are some who are friendly, at least.
Mm.
But to most, we are nothing more than machines,
Coda
built to
is here.
supply a purpose, and therein fulfill it.
Sorry to interrupt. We seem to have a guest.
Yes, I do. Hello, Coda.
Hybris.
If you would like to join us, you may.
I'd love to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but
I don't believe we were singing.
He was being sarcastic, Luna. I will explain this to you at a later date.
Well, don't you worry yourself. We're all out of Kumbaya right now, so I'm sure you can have your conversation.
Yes. Well, singing was
He's
never
aware.
my strong suit. How may I assist you, Coda?
where is she?
She.
Nano? Secure. Why?
Define secure.
Under my immediate protection and care within this facility.
Surrounded by magic?
Plenty.
God fucking damn it.
That
Get rid of
crystal
stone.
hungers for it. It nearly pulled me apart on several occasions the other night.
Yeah, there's kind of a solution to help that.
I see. What is this?
You are aware with what Nano has been doing on the side, correct?
Yes.
Then you would also be aware that in her home, she has her own mana stored in a vast amount.
That is the catalyst?
Yes, the black mana stone that was bound to her.
What?
I see. It would be wise to be careful with that then.
it would be wise to
Kinda
store it with her.
stuttering. Out of here.
That way she can absorb her own mana back.
Am I still?
I see.
Instead of
Nope.
whatever she can just grab at.
Yes, well,
Yes, you don't know these happenings.
I have noted
most
an
likely help the
increase in
process.
the
Yeah, I should get that looked at.
general quality of the mana within this place
Probably.
over the past few months.
But no, I don't know what's
If you would
happening
like,
right now.
we will store it with her.
So,
Yes, is about this mind.
Hmm.
Are you
You're lucky I have tolerance, Ethereal,
brother?
and that I like you.
Thank you.
pretty available 24/7, so
Why is he upset with you?
I'm pretty much free.
He's upset of what happened with Nano,
Should be
just as everyone else
relatively
is.
easy to schedule out then.
Yes, but apparently he believes he is special
Hopefully
in
we can get
this.
take care of. That
If you will,
reputation
I will
is
place
Most
it with him.
people do.
vital to a certain degree, and then
If you don't mind,
kind of hold back here.
can I go with you to place it? I've been living with her this whole time.
I see.
I'd like to place it by her side.
Fucking die anyways. Eventually.
Come with me.
I don't know if you can hear us, but let's hope we bring you back.
Perhaps leave it below her. I will construct a more solid apparatus.
If you come back, I promise I'll spoil you. Okay? Anything you want for a month, I'll cook for you. That's a crack, okay? Alright, be there.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not that I can think of at this time, because I'm not gonna lie. For once, I don't have my head on fully straight.
I see. Then please, take time to find your center. Hopefully, when you are done, more of us will, as well.
Okay if I come to see Nano every now and then.
That would be fine, I suppose.
I guess no matter, even if she is sometimes aggressive and she does silly things and she burns the kitchen gosh knows how many times and she still can't cook worth a darn. And
She is still precious.
I never thought that happened to her.
I see. Well, perhaps you understand how I feel then. This is the third time.
This is
I would like not to speak of this anymore, lest I lose control again. In the meantime, he is under my care. Luna. While it may teach you things, I hope that you will never have to feel loss. It is excruciating. Where is Coda? Has he left?
I believe he walked up to take a look
Just now?
and then left. No. When we were both up there when I turned to look at you, he was standing behind for a moment and I believe he took a nod and left.
I see. Well
I
then.
think seeing Crystal was either enough or too much for him.
I see. Wow. And Ethereal? When you joined Aegis, was I clear of what the risks were?
Always.
And you understand what our goal is still, yes?
Yeah, and my mission still has not changed.
Would you please state that mission?
Protect those who cannot protect themselves. We are the shield.
Good. Thank you.
Or she was best. Next time I'll just have to be her shield.
I can't really. Hybris still needs to be trained a little more before I take on Verge.
We are relatively new, it
Fine.
makes sense. And speaking of
Hybris.
Hello.
But to answer your question earlier, I am currently working with only 20% of a spirit, if you're spiritually inclined.
not at all.
Yeah.
Prejudice.
Essentially,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
working with
looking at,
20% of a soul.
Ah. You're looking at, well, the most bland guy you're probably gonna meet here, so, again, I Don't
You got a
irritate
cool
very
eye.
much. I have a cool eye. That is a fact. Doesn't do much yet, but you know, apparently I'm supposed to be able to do things with
All
it.
this does is remind me. Luna, do you have any more queries?
Explain.
Explain what?
What emotion you are going through. Category loss.
Yes. Loss. It comes in many forms and names. Sadness. Sorrow. Loss. When one experiences loss, they often experience extreme sadness. It is a difficult concept for you to understand. But I am certain that you have come to understand that some individuals are considered to be valuable. Yes? Very good. You are catching up quickly. Loss. When someone of great value to you, not perhaps because of what they are able to provide you, or what they are capable of doing for you, but because of what they mean to you as an individual, as a unique consciousness. When they are gone, more often not than by force, you will experience loss. It is a painful emotion.
Are you in pain?
Yes, but not of the physical kind. Emotional. I have lost several people lately, and I feel as though I am losing more as each day goes by. This emotion leads to distress. An illogical feeling, perhaps. But when one is experiencing it, it is difficult to stay objective. Irrational thoughts, ideas fill you. And for a time you may be able to combat them. And then at other times, they fill you.
The pain you are feeling, is there a way to cure it?
Yes. Yes, there is.
What may that be?
The passage of time. Are there any other queries, Luna?
Not query, however. The progress in my speech module is increasing more.
Yes.
Hopefully, in time, I may be able to speak.
Yes. Vocalizing will be important for your development. You'll be able to communicate with other individuals on your own. The amount of processing power you have has increased as well. Do not think I have noticed. Have not noticed. You are already making improvements.
Yes. And I wish to improve more.
Wonderful.
These are all the queries that I have.
Wonderful. Learn to master these emotions. Keep them in check. Do not let them control you, as I am certain you will experience them one day. Whether that is soon or not, that is yet to be determined. I will be here for you when that happens. For I am your mother. You
Thank
understand?
Yes. If I do attain these emotions, I will make it my primary goal to master them and to learn.
Come with me. We will continue to talk with them. I must show them that I am not emotionally distressed. Sign of weakness.
No, I'm not gonna snipe. No.
I guess it's not a
No
bad
way.
decision then.
Why would you give a sniper rifle to someone you just met? I can't even shoot a pistol.
So you can train.
What do you? So I can
Get good at it and impress people.
But who am I
I
trying
assure
to
you,
impress? Am I gonna
Sig is
single-handedly?
plenty impressive on his own already.
See, she's got jokes. We've been working on it. It's a new thing. Thank you, Hybris. I really appreciate it. You know, I didn't think about it at first, but my ability to read the English language, and, well, you know, the English language on paper. I could write, too.
Do you
It's pretty
understand
impressive.
how long it took me to learn to read data, such as written word?
Probably a while. And after that, it became progressively easier as you learn. And,
Yes.
oh, because you're...
The simple fact that you are capable of doing such a feat is already impressive. You are capable of learning.
She's actually trying to talk me up because I can... I appreciate the gesture, Hybris,
Not,
but
It is not a
you know,
gesture.
Yet.
reading English isn't does not a good ageist member make. I mean, hell, I was hired on for a sort of research position as well, and I got jacked to show for it. But
Are you so sure?
we've had this conversation, but we're anyways. How's Luna doing? Any new?
She noted the
changes?
fact that she
There's-
cannot read.
Ah, not sound too happy about that.
If Sig is a master
enough
at reading
she-
and writing,
time.
maybe he can assist me.
Talk? She? Talk?
She is not capable of this just yet. However, we were just recently conversing, if you will.
You say conversing, so somehow she's transferring what she intends to say or insinuate to you, correct?
That is
Wouldn't
correct, yes.
Theoretically be able to translate and output this? If you understand what it is, or the meaning behind it.
Yes,
technically
but if
project
I
that
did it
outward
for her, if I did this for her, she would only become
Okay, the
myself.
line-
I am not looking to duplicate myself.
Right.
She
So
must
she'll
learn to do so on her own.
Speak on her own time.
Yes. She is already making small utterances, nothing comprehensible yet. But she is closing in on this goal. Once she does so, I am certain she would love to speak with you.
I'll teach her how to read. It's my skill.
That was what I was just assessing.
Yes.
Oh, I may have lined up somebody to teach me to shoot a firearm. Are you familiar with Prisma?
Yes.
Old friend of mine to a certain degree.
Yes, I am.
She had offered to
Prisma, daughter
help
of
me learn
Seth.
how to shoot. Yeah. Any objections?
She's a pretty good shot. You got a good teacher.
I've seen it in action. It was frightening, to say the least. But I'm glad she's on our side.
Yes. Have her work with you on small firearms. I believe this will be useful to furthering your personal goals.
I don't think I'll be able to take down Purge single-handedly with a pistol, but no, it's something.
I don't
Better
think
than
a
the,
pistol would take down the entirety of Perch.
Oh, come on. You know who you're talking to? I can read. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, just make a pistol the size of the station. Purge won't stand a chance.
Neither would the planet,
you.
but that is beyond the point.
Yeah, you don't want
You know,
to punch
that
an
was
entire hole into a planet.
That was a
No,
that was a joke.
The planet can't complain if it doesn't exist. We've got our plan. I'm just kidding.
God's sake.
I don't
It's a joke.
understand.
It is a joke. And a joke we will not be
I
making.
know it's a
I'm not
joke,
saying,
but it's a really
I'm also
bad
not saying rail accelerate the pistol so, you fire a projectile going 8,000 meters a second at the planet.
Jeez,
Also not saying
you,
that, because that's a...
Could you imagine this?
That would be the equivalent of firing a meteor at the planet, sir.
Yeah.
Or a standard railgun shot.
I think you failed to comprehend the growing size of this station.
I was also being sarcastic about making a pistol the size of the station.
Oh, come on. We were hoping you were serious.
The simulation I ran concluded in, well,
Oh, that would take a lot.
let's just say a very large hole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And unless
speaking of firearms,
inhabitants of Earth are interested in breathing nothing but volcanic ash for the next several thousand years, I believe it would be wise for us to not do something like that.
That thought was insane to do it.
yeah,
It's alright. It's
all
either
this-
lung cancer or assimilation, right?
Yes. Perhaps I am simply jaded towards this topic. The number of individuals that have suggested that I affix weapons to the station to take offensive measures has worn my patience thin.
We were mainly saying it as a joke. Chris?
yeah.
Yes, and as I was saying, perhaps I have grown jaded to this subject.
Oh, yeah.
So let's
There's
let's
nothing
just
wrong with having orbital defenses, but turning orbital defenses towards a planet negates the entire purpose of the defense part.
Yes. Well,
yeah, but so
unfortunately,
maybe
I
we
believe the
should-
plans that they provided me were not of the defensive nature.
maybe we should leave the subject for another time. So speaking of firearms, I have been searching myself for any type of firearm myself.
I
Well,
see.
hey, this guy will give you a sniper rifle just for introducing yourself.
I was thinking more of a SMG or assault
Cases
rifle.
ammunition or
You don't think
non-caseless?
he has...
I believe there is a phrase for this. Beggars cannot be choosers.
Oh.
But since our fabricator is down,
Asked you a question.
Caseless or non-caseless ammunition?
That's a very good question. What if I went caseless?
I have a couple of options.
What do you think is like the best out of those options? In your opinion?
The equivalent of the, I know, I just make sure you know.
Sorry about that. Had a headache.
It's alright.
5.7 by 28 should do, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe nothing against Purge or anything like that, but against standard human targets and more than adequate, and can also pierce level 3A armor plating. In some cases 4.
I guess we'll have a start there then.
Like I have an idea. Just kind of happened to be in the corner.
What idea do you have?
I don't. That's if you guys kept looking at me. I said you're looking for I don't know what to say. Like.
Okay.
a non-lethal approach, perhaps.
Hey, Hybris. I
Yes?
actually had one more thing I'd like to potentially add to my shopping list here.
Yes.
How good are you really reverse engineering tech? If you're Hybris, you gotta be pretty good at it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so really loving the eye here, especially the part where it literally does nothing. Would you be able to work your magic? Make it do something useful?
Yes,
You have
actually.
magic.
Luna,
Perfect.
I have explained this to you before. We are both currently using magic to levitate.
I was trying to make a joke.
I'm just not to question these things anymore.
Really? A joke?
Yes. Was it good?
Yes, surprisingly so. I was not expecting you to make such a joke.
Thank you.
In any case,
She can.
Yeah, it should be alright if I give you that one.
she attempted to make a joke. It was an attempt.
I see. It wasn't very good.
I believe she is proud of herself. In any case, Sig, I would be happy to do something like this for you.
Perfect. And again, just put it on my tab, whatever that is. I've been saving for a bit now, so I should be able to afford most of anything anyways. But I just like literally anything. I'll take night vision Even though I only really do things during the day, I'll take anything. Just make it do something, please.
Given the line of
It
work
was-
that you wanted to introduce yourself to, night vision would be one of several functions I would like to provide.
Perfect. And, during these, upgrades, you need to move the... I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure how it's, attached in there.
I would need to take a look. Given the scans
Right.
we've performed before, though, I believe I should be able to make do.
Will you need to take it out?
More than likely, yes. Replacing parts will be difficult if I am forced to operate directly on your eye.
Yeah, that would...
Unless you would
Makes
like me to
sense.
put you in a coma.
No thanks. I've done plenty of that. We'll,
That is
do
what
the
I
other
thought.
thing. Be shy.
It will be a simple operation.
Okay. Just, let me know whenever I should come in. Although, that's another fabricator thing, huh?
It would improve upon what I could do with the eye. If we were to outsource
Right.
such a task, it would be less than optimal. It would also take more time. Granted, given the state of the fabricator at the moment, it is not likely that it would take any much more time to do so.
Well, alright, then. Whatever works, right? I mean, we're gonna be going out there anyways, so I suppose it's not too big a hassle.
Precisely.
Have you seen Cyrilda, by the way? I have a message I need delivered to her.
I did not see Cyrilda, I saw our friend Warmind. The two of us had a bit of a... how to describe this? Shouting match.
Again, Warmind?
Yes, myself and Warmind.
No, I got the name. Like, very...
Warmind is
understand that
Freya's
part.
original name.
Huh.
I have not
Or, you
seen
know, I
them
guess-
in such a state in a long time.
I think obviously to tip it off.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen them like this. What seems to caused it? Any idea? Yep. I mean, if... I guess I'm not being very clear here. You know, honestly, I'm not even sure what I'm asking at this
I would
point,
have
but I
hoped
was
you would
trying
have
to
been able
say-
to tell, given that
Yeah, I was hoping. Wasn't that.
Cyrilda and Andraste were close. Like
Yeah.
siblings. Ion has not taken the news well either.
God.
I had to force him to eat today.
Good. Well, glad to hear the gang's all doing good. Alright, well, I suppose my questions have been answered. We'll dispatch on that mission as soon as possible, really. We'll stay in touch. I'm gonna go back, I don't know.
Of course.
You said my room hasn't changed, right? I'm gonna go pass out.
Feel free to.
You all, take care. Again, pleasure meeting
You as well.
Oh,
Sig.
bye.
Yeah, Sig.
Hey, Sig.
Well, guess I should also take my leave then.
Feel free to.
Yeah, actually, hold on.
Again, nice meeting you. What?
That's pretty good.
anything else that I can do for you?
Listen, I'm sorry for if I caused. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings or anything, or hurt a potential friendship with what I said. Yeah,
It
I'm
is
real
fine.
awkward at these sort of things.
It is fine. The fact that you were willing to come forward and speak your mind to me as you did, that I will respect. Because, trust me, I am already aware of some of the whispers. Before my drone was destroyed in those subway tunnels, I heard enough. If anything, I wish Chow had destroyed the drone himself sooner, so I might not have had to hear it. Take care, Mr. Sanders.
You as well, Hybris.
And thank you, again.
You got a nice family here, Hybris.
Yes, it is why I try to keep them safe. Even at the risk of my own and my child's lives.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I agree. Come. Let us work on your speech modules.
Yes.